What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing okay. Well, I wanted to touch on this topic on pro-Black and go through the meaning of pro-Black and what it means in 2021. Like, has it lost meaning? So, as you see in my thumbnail, when you look up the definition of pro-Black, according to the Urban Dictionary, being pro-Black is a lifestyle that encourages the economic growth and development of the Black people as a whole, with a purpose of increasing the wealth and population of Black people around the world, whether it be spending money with Black-owned business in your communities or online, promoting love for Black people and encouraging Black youth. Its sole purpose is to keep uplifting Black people in America to be proud in the same time. Hey, Patricia, how are you? So I covered a definition of it. Now, do I consider myself pro-Black? You know what? That word in itself is challenging to me, and I'm going to tell you why. I believe in Blacks reaching their full potential. But what I notice about people that say they're pro-Black, they see the good in all Black people. And I'm talking no matter what. You can be the most fucked up person, but you still find good in Black people despite of that. And see, that's how I know I'm not really pro-Black in that regard. I'm all for Black people building each other up and all that jazz. But no, I don't believe that because someone is Black, off the strength of someone being Black, that I have to necessarily be united with them. Because this is the thing. There are some Blacks, right? There's some Blacks you can help, right? But then there's some Blacks who expect a handout, don't want to work to get what they want. And it's like, no matter what you do for another Black person, it's never enough. And I don't mind helping someone who want to help themselves. But if you're one of those people who expect a handout and you don't want to help yourself, then I can't help you. So for that reason, no, I don't consider myself truly pro-Black in that regard. Because people that are really pro-Black, they turn a blind eye to anything other Blacks do, no matter what, because they're Black. And for that reason, no, I'm not really pro-Black. I don't care that you're the same race as me. If you're doing foul shit and you're not doing anything that's uplifting the Black race and you're going out of your way of tearing other Black people down, I don't want to be united with you. I don't want shit to do with you. I'm not caught up in that, oh, let's all stick together. No. Unless you're trying to bring some type of positivity in my life and uplift me, and you're not going out of your way trying to tear me down, I don't want shit to do with you. I don't. Hey, how are you? Hey, Freddie. Mary Grace says pro-black doesn't mean overlooking any all negatives. Pro-black simply means doing business with, supporting other black people. Stop being obtuse. It does not mean turning a blind eye. Shaking my damn head. Mary Grace, listen, what I'm saying is this, Mary Grace. The pro-blacks I tend to encounter, they have this mentality. I'm not saying all, but a majority of them have this mentality that you can't find no wrong in any black person and that they're all worth saving. And that part I don't agree with. I'm all for building other black people if they're trying to help themselves and they're trying to bring some positivity in their community. Like, for instance, a lot of people I notice, especially online, right? They love using that term very loosely. Oh, I'm pro-black. I'm pro-black. Right? It's just a term, right? But it's like I don't give a fuck about a term. I care about actions. Like, what are you doing outside of just saying you're pro-black online? Like, what are you doing? Are you creating jobs for people? Are you like what the fuck are you doing? Like, are you trying to educate black people? Are you trying to uplift them? Are you doing anything positive in your community at all? Because if not, you're just trying to be trendy. You're not pro-black in that definition of the word if you're not doing those things outside of just saying it online. Hi, Princess X. How are you? Eric Gray says, well, you are countering the wrong pro-black. Stop countering those people. Shaking my damn head. How difficult is that? Also, stop listening to online idiots. Shaking my damn head again. I listen. I don't listen to them. I don't take those types seriously. It's like I'm not impressed when people say, oh, I'm pro-black and all this shit. It's like, okay, you're saying that, so what are you doing? What are you doing outside of just saying that? See, I care more about actions more than empty words. Hey, what's up, the show? Hey, J Far. Now, what I see as pro-black is what the Black Panthers did. You know, when the Black Panthers were around, they had a free breakfast program. They had health clinics. And they were policing the police when they would be out of line. See, those types are pro-black because they were actually doing shit in their community. And I'm going to tell you other ways back then where I consider, pro-black. Like, for instance, after slavery was over, right? What's the first thing black people did? Search for their family members and loved ones that they lost contact because back then slave owners would split the family apart. So when slavery was over, that's what they did to reunite with their family and loved ones. Building schools so they can learn how to read and write because also in slavery, you couldn't read and write. They wanted you to remain ignorant. They built businesses. They got into politics. That was true pro-black because they wanted to uplift themselves. They wanted more in life. Now in 2021, do I see pro-blackness as of today, based off actions, as a collective, no. But as an individual, when you have a person doing their part, yeah, you have individuals making a difference in their community. But do I see that as a collective? No. And like I said, I'm all for the better of my race as far as economics go, reaching your full potential. Now, I want to ask all of you, or if y'all want to come on the panel, do you all see yourselves as pro-Black? If not, why? I would love to get your all perspective. Okay, Mary Grace says, listen, pro-Black is not the same as these online hotep hustlers. Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Sanetta are not pro-Black. They are hotep hustlers. They cater to the criminal-minded crowd. Yeah, and I don't consider those types pro-Black. It's just on some, it's a lot of people like trying to pass off what they do as pro-Black by words, and they can't even tell you what they do outside of declaring that they're pro-Black outside the internet. Freddie said, why be pro-Black? This is the thing, Freddie. For me, I'm just speaking for myself. I don't get caught up with terms. I care about actions. That's all I care about, actions. Like, what are you doing? If you ain't doing nothing within your community, then it's useless. It's pointless. Doesn't mean anything. Just Chillin says, being pro-Black in 2021 is screaming shit like I'm a descendant of Charlie Sheen. Hey, doctor, how are you? So yeah, just reading what y'all saying, trying to catch up what y'all saying. Patricia says, I don't see anyone in the sector that's a real pro-Black. Me either, Patricia. I don't. And on some real shit, I never heard him say he was pro-Black, but if we really want to be real, rest in peace to him. But I'll say Darren Marin was, and I'll tell you why. Because despite of everything, that man tried to help other content creators. He came up with his own coffee business, and he tried to help others. So for that reason, I would consider someone like him pro-Black, even though he never declared pro-Black. Hey, Patricia.
What's up, Hardy?
What's up?
You asked the question, do I consider myself pro-Black?
Yeah, and if you don't, like, why or why not?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Have you ever had a conversation with a real diehard pro-Black person?
Yeah, what I noticed, my counter, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to see the good in all Black people.
Yes, to the point where you want to slap the shit out of them because they have the patience of the gods when it comes to our race. Like, I love us and I love learning about our history, but I can't sit up there and find no fault. I can't give black people that do bad things, an excuse of just because they're black and it's the history and we got to feel sorry for them. I That's what a real pro black person is. They don't want you to even talk bad about the bad people. And I don't have the patience to be like that. I treat people the way they treat me. And no pun intended towards them. Because if you could be like that, damn, more power to you. I just don't have that in me.
Yeah, and that's how I feel when it comes to that. Like, I want to be around positive people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like it can be disheartening if a black person not doing that. They're not trying to uplift you. They're not on some positivity shit. They just want to tear you down. They on some negative shit. And I don't want to be united with anyone. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Latino. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be around anyone that's trying to bring me down. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just I can't not find things. I mean, I can't give all of us an excuse. It's hard for me to see the silver lining on every goddamn rainbow. And that's what happens when you talk to a real pro black person. You could bring up the filthiest black person that's done the worst thing in history, and they will find a reason why you should sympathize with said black person and then try to get on you for not uplifting that brother or sister instead of tearing them down. And it's like, oh my goodness, no, because yeah, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But I have I don't know, I can't do it. And if you can, like I said, it's okay. I just can't. Everybody has different opinions. Everybody sees things differently. And we're attacked for our different views on things. Yes, this is the way the world is, but they really have a different perspective and outlook on things. I see the positive in the community, but I also see us tearing each other down. You cannot open your mouth to say you're pro-black while you're attacking other black people. Right. That's too hypocritical. So no, I'm not pro-black because yeah, I tend to attack other black people when they come for me. And so no, I can't say I am. I won't do that to the real pro-blacks out there. It's an insult.
Like, I respect the ones that's trying to bring some type of positivity. Like, I respect those. I respect the ones that's not going out there trying to tear other blacks down. They're trying to uplift you. They want to see you excel. Like, I can't stand, what's the saying? Crabs in the barrel. I can't stand those type. They're just never happy for other people, and they just. I mean, look what happened to Young Dolph. I mean, he was giving back to his community, and it's always that one motherfucker who's jealous and envy what you got and want to take you out the game.
Yeah. And it's us hurting one another. It's just not all the times other races hurt us also. We hurt other races, but in certain communities, it's not them coming for us. It's us coming for us. So you can't open your mouth and say you pro-black while you are verbally and physically attacking other black people. Now I can understand. I can't say this about myself. I love Black history. I love my history. I love us enough to want to learn more about us and study us. That's as far as it goes. I encourage us to learn about us and look up that lost history. But that's the extent of it. If a black person strikes me, I'm going to strike that other black person back. And that's honesty.
Yeah.
And
Like I said,
I'm not gonna say, well, I I don't want to hit him or her because she's a black person or he's a black person. I'll be like, that motherfucker hit me, you know? I'm just keeping it real.
yeah, basically, yeah, I treat people how I want them to treat me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, yeah, if you're a good person and you have a nice, gracious spirit,
Hmm.
those are the type I want in my space.
Hmm. And yeah, I get that. And nobody's, but here, even with that, nobody's perfect. We all have our downtime. We're not perfect. It just comes down to sometimes if you're wrong, you're wrong. You apologize. You keep it pushing. The person doesn't have to forgive you, but if they do, it makes it all the better. And you just try not to do it again. So I I don't think I'm the worst person, and I have good qualities and terrible qualities within myself, but I try my best.
Yeah. Jafar says, I'm pro black. I love my people. And if we don't get down with being pro black, we finish as a people who have already been robbed. I'm trying to scroll up. We are who have already been robbed of our culture through slavery.
Yeah, and I thought about that, what Jafar just said, you pro black sister. Yeah, I do have a problem, and I know it has offended a lot of people, but I just gotta not care because it's my opinion. I'm not force feeding it on anybody, but I don't believe in interracial dating. And that maybe that comes from me knowing a little bit too much Black history and the devastation behind it. Now, if that's your thing and you don't have a problem with it, I never told anybody you should not. No, this is my opinion and why I don't. And maybe if people would stop coming at me aggressively and maybe have a sit down with me and talk to me about why they think it's okay, then we could talk about it and I might listen. I will listen. Now I don't have to take your advice, and I'll give them my side. They don't have to take my advice. But there is a reason why I don't believe in interracial dating, and that's because of the history I know and I've studied, and the devastation and death, things resulting in death and trying to whitewash racists. That's why I don't believe in it. But carry on if you do.
Yeah, and like, yeah, as far as that go, I don't have no issue of people being who they want to be with. Just do not down your race. I Other than that, I
Yeah.
don't have no problem who anyone dates. I never had an issue of who people choose to love. None of that shit.
Now,
Just
now see,
don't go out your way to down your race. It's
right.
not
And see,
necessary to do that. It
Me
just
and Harley
wreaks
have different views.
self-hatred.
She's saying that she doesn't care. I'm saying I do care. But yet we're not up here bashing each other about it. And there is a part I agree with her. What she just said, I really don't mind. I don't, even though I don't agree with it and I won't do it myself, what makes it worse for me is when you do date other races, but tear up your own people to do it. If you want to be with another race, just be with them. You don't have to tear up your own people. You don't have to make excuses. So I just agreed with her. I agree with her full heartedly on that part. But I'm not going to try and change her mind. And she hasn't tried to change mine. And if she ever wants to have a sit down with me and really pick my brain and find out why, Patricia, why, I'll tell her.
Jafar says, I don't like. Look, I don't count what goes on in the sector as an indictment of the true character of anybody in the sector. I treat the sector like school. When I get home, all the games are over. And J Farr,
Right.
this is how I treat this shit. It's just
Right.
entertainment. This ain't reality. The moment I log off is back to real life. I don't take
Right.
none of this seriously. I'm not trying to get acceptance. I'm not, no, this is strictly entertainment for me. I don't take it seriously at all outside of that.
Well, you're not supposed to. You'll give yourself a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
You have to sleep sometimes. If you work, you have to go to work. Everybody that goes to work knows that at a certain point in the evening, you have to just exhale, clear your brain, get that rest you need so you can function at the office. You can't be worried about what's going on YouTube. That's why a lot of times it's harder. You could attest to this. I'll come in and be like, what's happening? What's going? I didn't have time to keep up. I'm asking what happened. I mean it. I don't know what happened. Because missing a day or a week without talking to anybody on here is missing everything. One day you'll get lost. Look at yesterday, I was like just chilling. Today I have videos being addressed to me. You see how that shit goes on YouTube?
Right.
You gotta just be like, fuck it sometimes and log off or just don't deal with it.
Yeah, and the thing is, you just, whatever's said or whatever, just don't take it seriously.
No, you can address it, but you please don't lose sleep over it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Like, we got real life shit. I mean, you could address a situation, but God damn, we got bills to pay. It's real life shit. Christmas, right. Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas, everybody know, Christmas is hectic. Come on, man. Just don't lose no sleep. That's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, and you should never allow it to affect your real life. Like,
no,
this shit separate. This shit ain't real. Okay, you're dealing with all types of personalities, and it don't matter what. I mean, you can, like you say, you can defend yourself, but it's like at the end of the day, don't allow it to get to you that's affecting your real life, because this stuff ain't real.
Right, you gotta love if you love yourself first, this don't matter. Everybody's not. That's the problem. I think a lot of these people expect everybody to like them. Am I the only person that ever just ran across that one person that doesn't like you? Or you might be like when you're young, like, what the fuck I do? And then you just realize everybody's not gonna like you. You know why? I tell you why. You're not for everybody.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, no one's not going to like everybody, and you're not going to be able to please everyone as well.
If you're just sitting back behind, whatever you're sitting in, a gamer chair or couch, just like picking out who you don't like and everything you don't, that they say that you don't like, my God, what type of life would that be? I'm pretty sure people talk about me all around the sector, say fucked up shit. I can't pick off everybody. It would drive me crazy. I'd be just as crazy as them.
Now, I can speak for myself and say, listen, I don't care what anyone thinks about me, good and bad, because at the end of the day, I know myself and they don't know me in real life. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. And I'm pretty much real. So if you don't like me now, you won't like me in real life. I'm just who I am. I just know this. I have a rule. I really don't go after people unless they've come after me first. Once you come after me, you can't get mad at the clapback. And I'm very patient. I've let shit go for years until I didn't. And then there was those certain people that said, she's focused. Yes. It's my time. It's my turn now. Tag, I'm it. Tag, I'm it. Take it like that. And that's human nature. You get poked in the same spot so long before you be like, I'm fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's human nature. I'm not Gandhi. I'm not a peaceful person that just could take it all the time without clapping back sometimes. If you expect that, well, then you expect too much.
Yeah, and with me, you know, this is what people don't get, okay? Now, I'm a nice person. I'm kind. I'm all these things. But at the same time, do not take that shit as weakness. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you
Don't.
call yourself trying to comfort me and thinking you can say whatever to me, oh, expect a clap back. Whether it's online or real life.
Right. Okay. I mean, let me answer this show's question. No, I pretty much I don't expect anybody to study me, so I have to go with this. I know me better than anybody. If somebody's saying something I don't agree with, I just be the fuck quiet. I don't have nothing to say. Um, if I feel like having an opinion on something, yeah, I might type it out. I might just say it briefly. If you hear me agreeing with something, I genuinely agree with it. If I don't agree with it, I don't agree with it. That's human, ain't it? I know y'all used to seeing cultish behavior on here where whole chats that were cool with somebody, when they're not cool with the host anymore, everybody in that chat is attacking that person. But I'm not. I see somebody in that chat that will attack me, and I'll see them somewhere else and say, "Hi, hello." It's either they're gonna say hello back or they're gonna say "fuck you." I haven't gotten a "fuck you" yet. I've gotten a hello back most times.
Yeah. And it's just like
Yeah.
one of these things, and you just have to stay true to yourself.
Can I address that Mary's question?
Yeah, of course you can.
This was asked. Now, Mary Grace, I guess it's to the person that's listening that wants to believe it. I didn't really listen to his video. I got a little feedback here and there. The truth is, I've never come at anybody. I don't care who he named, unless they came at me first. I don't care if we're cool now or we've squashed it. The only person I did say something that I was out of pocket with and then I thought about it and apologized to, I'm sitting on the panel with right now.
Yeah,
We
you talked
squashed
about
it.
it. Yeah.
She accepted my apology and we went forth. The rest, whatever was happening at the time, yes, I did clap back. Um, I think he's mad. I made a comment, and the comment I made was when Rio was going off because I didn't understand what happened at first, and then I thought about it because I was there on that show when Rio was when he first was going to play Jay Black's video, and my comment was Rio didn't cuss Jay out. He just said it was boring. Jay was talking calmly, and Rio was with high energy. Now that's what I said. Now I had listened to Jay's video earlier in the day, and I pushed like and put happy faces because I agreed with what he was saying. Rio was having a very high energy show, and maybe I was thinking maybe Jay was like with his calm demeanor talking too slow. So who am I to tell Rio, no, no, listen to it. No, 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 Rio, I can't do that. He's the host, it's his show. I wasn't even on the panel, I was in the chat. I'm not going to take it back. I did not insult the man. I just said Rio's energy basically was kind of high. That's not insulting him. So if Jay took it like that, then he took it like that. That's a personal problem because it wasn't meant to be like that. Now, I really can't. I have not been subscribed to Jay for years. I subscribed to Jay around the time we had the first misunderstanding, which I thought was squashed, but I guess he's holding on to the energy of me not being with interracial dating. And if he's married to a Caucasian woman, more power to him. If it works for him, it works for him. Like I said, I don't force feed people my opinion. And if Jay would have ever been like try to get me behind the scenes or something and talk to me about it, or just try to pick my brain on my views of it, I would have engaged him in that conversation instead of finding comments and hanging on to anger. Um, I know at one point he said for me to stay out of it. Well, those old things where I got into it with certain people, why didn't he stay out of it? It comes off as hypocritical. I don't, I didn't want the bum. Rio, just because I'm on a man's panel doesn't mean I want him. I think I really believe that YouTube and relationships should not be happening because it always turns out badly. It does. I've never seen a good one where it just worked out. Where in the end they're not talking shit about one another. So if I feel like that, why the fuck would I be interested in dating anybody on YouTube? My damn self. I wish y'all would stop with the shenanigans. Goddamn, leave it alone. And as far as colorism goes, Harley, I don't
Yes.
even need to say nothing. You know how I am when it comes to colorism. I'm
You
not.
like, okay, like with me, you haven't said nothing that was colorist, that came
Mm-mm,
off colorist.
mm-mm, mm-mm. I feel like we're two black women, be it one is lighter than the other. Um, I can't talk about skin color. Now, I have maybe say yo black ass, but I'm a black person. If I'm saying nigga or yo black ass, it is what it is. It's not really aimed at your color because you can tell me the same thing. You can say yo black ass, and I would know you talking to my black ass. You know?
No, because you're black.
Yeah, because I'm black. It have nothing to do with color. I can't be a colorist when my parents are darker skinned. You know, that's what happens in the United States. Sometimes two dark people have a yellow or a beige child. Some of them come out with red hair and freckles, some with colored eyes like green. I just happen to be beige with straighter hair, but I'm still black. So no, I'm not going to talk. I can't be a colorist, or that means I hate my family members, and I don't. I love them. I love them so much that I'm the one cooking dinner this year.
Yeah, and I don't even subscribe to that colorism shit. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's
It's a
ridiculous.
distraction. That shit stems from slavery, and it shouldn't be accepted in 2021. It should be
It comes
dead.
from slavery. It is. It's dysfunction. It's a plan that they put out during slavery, and we are still acting on it. And it's ridiculous. Get out of here, goddamn. And that's why nobody on here is a pro-black, because y'all still looking at other black people's skin color.
Yeah, because this all black Western movie, I mean, it was some controversy. This chick who played Stagecoach Mary, now the real person was dark skinned, and the woman who played her, she's biracial. And so if you were just saying, oh, why they couldn't get someone, dark skinned that looked similar.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, see the movie, the concept was fictional, but it was revolving around real cowboys. But it was a fictional
Okay.
story. The movie starred Idris Elba, Regina King.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty good movie, but yeah, it was some controversy.
The the only movie I didn't agree with was it was a epic flop was the Nina Simone movie. What is that black actress name? She's light
Joey
skinned. She
Saldana.
played. Okay, her. I didn't like that one because everybody knows Nina Simone was a very brown skinned woman, and the fact that they had to put her in dark face for the movie kind of got me. I didn't like that. They should have used what's that movie to help? She's in a lot of movies. Black woman. I like
Viola
her a lot.
Davis.
Yes, they should have. She would have. Viola Davis would have been perfect for to play Nina Simone, don't you think? Like, I don't like when Hollywood they that was a casting error. That was a severe casting error.
Yeah, anytime you have to darken your skin is a huge red flag because there's other actresses you could have chose that resemble the real person instead of you adding darkening the person. Like that's no, you should give those dark-skinned women an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than how they used to do back in the days with the blackface, hiring white people to
Right.
be black when they could have hired some black people, actual black people. And they used to do this with the Asians as well, you know, get some white people and instead of getting actual Asians and like tape their eyes slanted
Yeah.
and all this crazy shit they used to do.
It's insulting, and it's like it reminds you that Black Hollywood still have a long way to go. And I just chose the Nina Simone movie because that was the most recent thing I could think of. Like, why would you, even though the young woman who played it was a black woman, why why would you get a why would you get a black woman and have to put her in blackface when Viola Davis is a great actress and she would have been perfect for that part? That just proves to us how behind Hollywood still is. There's still a black struggle in Hollywood.
Hell, they could have got someone like India Arie. She could have played it.
Yeah,
Anyone
exactly.
similar to Nina Simone.
Right. And it just I was disappointed. Like, I was real disappointed in that. But what can we say? My opinion was I didn't like the movie because of there was an error in the typecast. I mean, in casting, and it was an epic flop. And I think if Viola Davis would have been chosen to be in that movie, it could have done something.
Yeah. You know, in that times, Hollywood, you know, when it comes to women of color, especially black women,
Mm-hmm.
colorism is a thing in Hollywood. And I know, like, if you notice, like, you see dark skinned men represented. You know, you got
Mm-hmm.
Denzel, you got the Idris Elbas.
Yep. And look how long it took our black men to get out of the typecast.
Yeah.
It was always gangsters, living the hood. Why our black women gotta have a bad attitude and wiggling their necks and snapping their fingers and popping their lips? I just get so tired of the typecast sometimes.
Right.
But you know who was trying to point that out? Robert Townsend. Remember that movie Hollywood Shuffle? That movie had a great message. I mean, you can watch it now. I watched it recently, and I was like, this message was excellent. But how many people picked up on the message that movie was trying to relate to us?
Yeah, I was picking up things in Hollywood politics, you know, them trying, and then, you know, it was a scene where they were trying to find the next Eddie Murphy.
Right. It's crazy.
And how they had to take on these stereotypical roles and all that.
Yeah, there was a lot of movies back then. What was that? Not Do the Right Thing. That was a great the one where they were in college with Lawrence Fishburne.
School Days.
School Days with they had the Jigaboo and the light skinned girl. And I was like, those movies are a great message. It was in our face movies about what we're doing to ourselves.
Right.
It wasn't them doing it to us in that movie School Days. It was us doing it to us in that movie.
Yeah, that movie touched on colorism. Yep.
It sure did. It sure did. And then all those movies were like great messages. Spike Lee, I don't think he's doing too much of anything right now, but his movies had great messages. Even Jungle Fever, all of them.
Right, a lot of classic movies. Malcolm
Yeah,
X
so
style pick.
yeah, all of them like touched on the real history like of stuff. But y'all could roll with the J Black stuff. I don't care. It is what I know who I am, and people who fuck with me know who I am, and I have no energy for that really. That's why I'm not even cussing. He took the time to find the comment and he took it personal. And then he tried to call out my history and say I've been following him and dick sucking for no. What the fuck? So every time we go from show to show, I don't know, I don't get that. Isn't that our prerogative? Don't we pay for internet? Can't we do this? And
It's
I
just,
don't see.
I'm gonna tell you,
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna tell you what is very unfortunate. Like, and women have to deal with this, okay?
Mhm.
It's sad that you can't be platonic friends with a man without being romantically linked.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And
Yeah.
Patricia, I know you wasn't trying to get with him, okay? There were signs that, I mean, you told him he was unlovable, like you trolled him, like, and you push other women onto him. That's not a sign someone's into you.
But you see how logical you are. You just, without us even talking about it, that's logical thinking, duh. But it's like, why don't other people pick up on that? It's crazy. Like your message that he uses when he closes his show out. How come I hear it's dripping with sarcasm? Like
And
what?
and you have came on my show prior and described the
Mm-hmm.
type of man that you're into when you used to be over
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And you have made it perfectly clear that you have no desire to get into relationship off of YouTube. You made that
Can't
perfectly clear.
stand it. All the time. I can't stand it. I can't stand when other people do it. Mm-mm. And I know the heart. Well, sometimes people get caught up, but before you get caught up, you got to learn your lessons from other people. Like, look, when it comes to bum, I was trying to just be platonic. So now, on top of he kiss and tell with the females he is talking to, you can't be platonic with him either. So don't do it. Um, just because I'm on a male show doesn't mean I want him. They put Slapper down on me, us together for years. That's like, man, he's like a brother to me. I don't, I don't get why can't males and females just be platonic? What's up with this shit?
Yeah,
Why
like
do you gotta
not
sexualize everything?
yeah, it's like not everyone desires to be with every person. Whether I mean we don't desire to be with everyone. We don't desire it. Some people are just meant to be platonic without sex involved.
Like, why? Why do
It's
they
illogical to
sexualize
think
everything?
that like just because a man and woman is cool, like they're automatically romantically linked.
I don't. And then you're supposed to be a logical person and you talk like you're logical, but then here, this person is sexualizing shit also. It's like, stop that. That's just ridiculous. Not everybody wants everybody. I, for one, don't believe in YouTube relationships. It's going to get you nowhere. It's not just the negative factor in it. Most of you guys live in state to state, right? I mean, then there's travel. It's like maybe I'm just too lazy for all of that. I feel like if you must be with somebody, why can't you meet somebody in your state? Maybe an hour's drive away. I won't even try to talk to somebody 2 hours away. I'm not driving no 2 hours to see nobody. You know how much gas is? Are you crazy? So it's like, and most times long distance relationships, eh, you got to, man, y'all got to both have deep pockets, or it's gonna be one doing more than the other because one of them don't have it and one of them do. And then if God forbid if you have kids, how the fuck can you just leave your kids because you want to travel across state to have sex and fuck on somebody? It's a lot of factors involved with long distance relationships where my view on it is just don't do it. Leave it alone. Find somebody local. Damn.
And yeah, it's like I said, you know, I'm not against anyone, you know, because I feel you can find love anywhere.
Yeah,
But
I
when it
believe some
comes to
people
this,
can.
yeah, but when it comes to this, like this long distance thing, both parties have to be willing to compromise. Like if you feel it's getting serious, one of y'all need to compromise to figure out who's going to pick up and move. And if neither
Right.
one of y'all ain't trying to do that, then
You're
that
stuck.
is not going to last in the long haul.
Right. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen because people meet online all the time. I have friends that have met significant others online. Wonderful, great stories. They're married now. But they have to be willing. Both have to be willing of if you listen to their stories and everything they've gone through, it's like, God damn, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not up for it. I guess I'm just too lazy when I can meet somebody in town. But if you have that personality where you're a wanderlust and you can get out there and do that and you don't mind traveling, more power to you. I just don't have it in me. It's a lot. It's too much. Too much.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, because of technology, the internet is a part of our lives. So you hear all these stories all the time about these people hooking up with someone from Facebook, Instagram. Like you hear all these stories all the time. It's like it's hard not to like.
Wouldn't you worry about if you get somebody on Facebook and you in a DM? Well, don't you worry a little bit about who else is DMing that person? Like, you see, that's too much. That's too much. Like, if he can talk to you, he can talk to 100 other people. Vice versa.
The whole dating world in general has changed. Honestly, with technology, you can easily go on a dating app and swipe this person and that person. I mean, everything's to your disposable. I mean,
And Aquarius, he said a mouthful. You gotta go listen. It's just you said a mouthful about somebody while you saying they should just be quiet, and then you should just be quiet, especially if you don't know my history. I don't do that. Not on here. No, it's not happening. And then second of all, it's like I don't go after people for nothing. They come at me, and then I sit back and see if I like to see if people will fizzle out on their own. But if they don't, well then yeah, I'm inclined to talk some shit back. Um, I addressed the interracial dating. It's my opinion. You have yours. I'm not attacking you for yours. Sometimes you just gotta agree to disagree. As far as KKK Jan, I can't take it serious that you said I'm not a black woman. Uh, I won't denounce my race for anybody. If I were any other race, I mean, pretty much you got to know the history of the United States. We're all mixed with something unless we're from another country directly, like our blood, like now, immediate family. We come from another country, but most of us have our families go back generations that are from here, and we're all mixed with something. It just so happens that someone in my family was Indian, and I took her. What you see in me is the Indian from a great 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 grandmother. Like you have to know about the bloodline and stuff. I mean, everybody in my family's pretty much darker than me. It just that came out in me. It's nothing. It's no big deal. I'm not better for than anybody for it. I'm not less than anybody for it. Um, on my birth certificate, it says that my parents are black, so that makes me black. And it's just you have to know your history, you have to know yourself, and be confident within it. So if this man has decided he doesn't like me, that's a personal problem. I didn't decide I didn't like him. Yes, I said a comment. I won't retract the comment. I don't think nothing was wrong with it. I was saying that Rio said he was boring. I didn't. And if you don't want me to comment under any more of your videos or push likes, it's no great loss to you. You have other people to do that. I will just unsub and just know that you don't like me. And I'll sleep good tonight still.
Yep. Yep. That's all it is. You know?
Yep. You're going to see me on other males' panels, and I'm not going to be flirting with them. I will just be on their panels if they allow me to, and we'll have conversations. And if I don't have a dog in the fight, I won't say anything about it as usual. And and if I do, I'm grown, and that's it. But if we be on this shit and we expect everybody to like us, that is absurd, and you're delusional. Some people just aren't going to like you because you're too fat or too skinny or your hair is too curly or it's too straight. And I mean, that's life.
It's impossible, you know. Not everyone's gonna like you for whatever reason. And that goes for all of us. That's just what it is.
Right.
And you have to accept that.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't like me because I used to be fat, I find it absurd. But hey, I'm not denying it. I was fucking some candy up. And if they don't like me now because I've lost weight, well then, oh well. It is what it is. If I'm too light, I'm too light. If I'm ugly to you, it's okay. My mama loves me. It is what it is. And that's how you gotta love yourself first. See, if you love yourself first, who cares? You shouldn't care. I've gotten to the point where I say, yes, I will play along with the script. I am fat and I am ugly and I am so poor, it's ridiculous. It's okay. You see, I'm still alive. I'm not breaking down. I'm not crying. That's what you want me to be. That's what I'll be.
Yeah, and I know, like, for me, I don't care for anyone's acceptance because I love me regardless. I know myself. If people like me, that's cool. And if you don't, that's fine as well. Because I will keep on living my life. See, I can't worry about who does and who doesn't like me. You know what I mean?
No, you can't. You're not supposed to. And here's let me put this out for the record. I don't care if somebody. In fact, most times I am jealous of people that are on Section 8 and receive benefits because you guys get all the good shit, you know. But I do have a problem with somebody who I know is not doing so good and they come for me. Like, that is kind of insulting. Shut the fuck up and sit your ass down. You sit your stinking ass down and accept the position. You just accept where you're at in life and don't talk shit. But other than that, man, I am jealous. I'm jealous of cheap rent and I'm jealous of benefits. I wish I could, but I'll go to jail if I try. But I wish I could.
I'm gonna respond to this person. Responding to the fakeness says that Tina Turner has words for you ladies now. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, and for some reason, I had to be in the middle of someone's argument for no reason. Yeah, I would appreciate it not to be in the middle of shit. I don't get involved in nobody's conflicts. So if you're gonna beef with someone, beef with that said person. Don't bring me into that because I don't get involved in nobody's conflicts.
Wow.
I don't get involved in no one's beefs but my own.
Yeah, I just.
That's all I'll say about that because.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with Tina. I just don't want to be in that one. I was surprised to hear that one. Always expect the unexpected in this sector. I was surprised to hear that one. I don't know how it started. I don't want to be in that at all.
I know. Yeah, I know I didn't do anything towards her. And it's like, if you're beefing with, it's fine. You can do whatever you want to beef with them, but don't bring me into that bullshit, okay? That has nothing to do with me. Handle your beefs. Period.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't get that. I did hear that the shot taken at you. I sometimes when you hear things, you're like, "What did I miss?" And sometimes you didn't miss a goddamn thing. It just happens.
Right. And the thing is, I don't care. You know what I mean? That's your issue. I don't care. I'm not looking for acceptance. I don't care. I'm not looking for friends on here. Because, you know, some of these people, they'll act like they don't have an issue with you, but just out of the blue flip. So it is what it is. I'm not looking for friends. This is not a place for
Yeah,
that.
I did. And I try and keep, if I have a beef with somebody and it's squashed, I try and keep up the olive branch. I try and keep the peace, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. On that one, I've never had an issue with her. Um, it's just crazy. Shit happens.
Right. I know I'm not going to be worrying about it because, yeah, I'm not.
No, you can't. Don't lose no sleep. Sometimes it could be people I have learned from early on when I had that shit with Cliff that these trolls are powerful. Very powerful. They be up in the motherfuckers' ears and you be like, what the fuck? And me and Cliff's thing was troll pressure. And I suspect a few others were, but let it go. I feel like once everything is said, fuck it. It's been said. You don't like me, I don't like you. Let's just be gone from each other. We don't have to keep butting heads.
Yeah. And one thing about me, I'm not going to argue with people back and forth. I'm not.
As they said, he said I'm sneaky and conniving. No, I haven't talked. I have when I did talk my shit, I talked it about what people don't remember. It's funny how people forget is when I was over there in the argue chat. Other than Harlem, people were saying fuck shit to me, and I said it back. But see, you only heard one side of the recordings where you hear the other person saying, "Hey, you tell me what happened." You only heard one side, so it does sound like I'm just talking shit. Like, come on, you know it. It's two people. It takes two people to have a conversation, not just me shooting off. But then when it was said and done, it was just like, man, this was some roast shit. And some roast shit, you got to expect to be roasted. You want to squash this shit? All right, bam, it's squashed.
Right.
But I don't talk to too many people behind the scenes. I'm not that invested. I don't have screenshots. I don't have recordings. I'm not a content creator. I'm just not that invested. Y'all say what you say, and I'll be like, okay, if I wasn't there, I wasn't there. Consider it if I wasn't there, I didn't see it. Straight up. The trolls get at me more with shit than anybody else. So just this is what you could do. If you don't see me there, I didn't see it or I didn't hear it.
And this is another thing I would say this, Patricia. What I respect about you and how I knew you were being genuine. You reached out to me and took accountability.
Right. I had to because I was
Yeah.
like, we never had no problems. And it's just people, for those of
Because
you
to
who
be
think
real
I'm
about it,
crazy,
Patricia, you really want to be real. Out of
mhm,
everyone who attacked me on some ignorant shit, right? You were the only one who was woman enough to admit their fault and apologize genuinely.
right. Because
Yeah.
hey, when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And see, this is how you know it's real. I did it before any of that even came out. I didn't know that was coming out. It was just me like really thinking about that shit. Like, let me do my own research. Let
Yeah,
me
you
see
did.
what. And when I did, I came to you and we talked about it. I was like, Harley, I was wrong. I did this. I did that. I said this. I said that. And I looked this up and we compared notes and
Yeah.
just, it was from the heart. And
Yeah,
then
you
like
just didn't know.
2 or 3 months later, that shit came out and I was like, damn, I'm glad I'm the person I am. You feel me?
Right.
But everybody makes mistakes. Are you woman or man enough to apologize?
Yeah, and I chose, to forgive you.
And then as far as Quasi go, he was taking shots. I was talking shit. Everybody was talking shit. But when I got on a panel with him, I know people expected there to be fireworks, and I didn't even let it go. I was just like, man, you want to squash this? He was like, yep. It was done. Fuck, save our energy. I ain't got to argue about everything. It was said.
Right.
Best believe the people I didn't squash it with, I didn't want to. That's how shitty I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
If I didn't squash it with you, I didn't want to.
Right. And that was big of you to, do what you did.
I don't know, but I don't know. It's just like, I understand the chaos factor. They want to keep shit going, but sometimes it is draining. Like, don't y'all got some, like, I don't care even if you don't work. Do you know my days off, I'm busy? It's laundry, it's cleaning, it's cooking. I don't understand how even if you don't work, you have time for this every freaking day.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting you down. If you don't work, you don't work. Not everybody has to work, God damn it. But I know on my days off, I'll be busy.
Right.
Don't y'all got Thanksgiving to prepare for? Shit.
Oh, yeah. Having Thanksgiving with family.
Hell yeah. I hate holiday season. First it was trick or treating, costumes getting. Now it's Thanksgiving. What's next? Christmas and Easter. This is that time of year where all that shit just piles up on your ass. You be like, God damn. Right. I can't wait for the holidays to be over because I'm obligated to do shit.
Yep. I'm just going to enjoy my holidays. Eat good food.
Yeah. You're supposed to be, if you got company coming over, you're supposed to be deep cleaning your house. You're supposed to be at that grocery store getting your recipes together. If you're going to somebody else's house, you're supposed to be making your preparations. God damn it. Come on, man. We got shits to do.
Right.
Damn. Some of us, I took the week off. Okay, I will be off, but it don't mean I'm on here. I took the week off because my kids are off. Why not take this opportunity to be with them? But I still got a lot of shit to catch up on. I want to do all the laundry and all the shit so that the rest of the week I can just chill.
The show asks, is celebrating holidays colorist? What do you mean by that? When you say, is it colorist?
I don't care what the holidays are about. It's about family and food. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I have no sentimental value with none of it.
No, it's just another day at the end of the day,
I have nothing sentimental. You know what? Mother's Day is every day. Father's Day is every day. How do we know Jesus, whatever, was born? What is that for? Born or raised
Jesus
on?
Was even born December 25th.
Okay, but how do we know the day he was resurrected? How do we, you know what it comes down to, so that I can keep it real shitty? Those are just holidays, and that's the day they allot us, and that's the days we're off. And I like giving presents and receiving presents, and I like the meals that I prepare, and I like to watch the people I love enjoy it.
Right.
That's what holidays are to me.
Just another day.
Right. On Mother's Day, when my kids get to talking about doing stuff for me, I'll be like, every day's Mother's Day.
Right.
If you're a mama, shit. Same for you fathers.
And I believe that people should do nice things for each other, not because it's a particular day. No, you should do it just because.
Just because. That's what I don't like about the holidays sometimes is they would look out. Okay, it's nice you look out for the homeless, but shouldn't you do that all the time?
Right.
Right? Why they gotta wait once a year to get a brand new pair of shoes? Like, why? Why they gotta wait once a year to get a jacket or a hot meal? Only a couple of times a year they have big dinners. Why? Why can't they have it every Sunday? God damn it! I know
Exactly.
here in California, that's our shame in California. Our homeless situation is off the chain. Shameful. As much money is in California, and there's people in downtown LA on Skid Row, they should feed them a dinner every Sunday. They got the money.
No, and they should have affordable housings for these people.
Yes, all these houses that are abandoned, buildings sitting empty. Shame.
Crazy. We're the richest country, and we have all this going on.
We have food that we throw away every day. You go to the fast food restaurant, you ask, why is the trash can locked? Because the laws make it so if a goddamn homeless person eats a meal and gets sick, they can sue you. It's like it's a catch-22. It's all fucked up.
Oh. But yeah, girl, I'm about to get off of here, eat me something.
Right. Okay, yeah, go on. I'm
All
about to
right.
I'm about to roll one and sit back. I'm chilling. I'm done.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for letting me on.
No doubt. Okay, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. You all have a good night. Peace. Oh, somebody's coming on here. Hello? Oh. Anyways, y'all, I'll holla at y'all. Peace.